What's going on, everybody? Happy Thursday. Welcome to another Pinball Roundup. I am Meatball Saucy. It has been about 2 weeks since I've done one of these videos, and I am excited this week to share with you some of the really cool things that have been going on in the world of virtual pinball. So we're going to jump right in since we've got quite a bit to cover. The first table we're going to look at today is a new table recently released, I think just today. This is a redo or an update of the blue and pink future pinball table. For those of you that don't know, Terry Red released a Pin Event version 2, which has the full DOF and surround sound and pup stream and pup pack support for future pinball. And so this is the second table. We're actually going to be looking at 2 tables today that are compatible with this new version 2 software. But we'll go ahead and jump right into blue and pink, and we'll take a look at this table and the new features that it's got. It's pretty awesome. So just got done watching the Zen announcement for what's coming here for Pinball FX. It's kind of interesting. Again, we're going to be rebuying some tables, but it looks like they've got a new IP that they're putting out here on the platform, which I personally am pretty excited about. The new table they're putting out this month is World War Z, and it's based off of the video game. And I'm a Xbox Game Pass PC subscriber, and I recently have started playing that on the PC. So to have a pinball table come out with that is pretty exciting. I'm excited about it. But let's jump into blue and pink. So the first thing you're going to notice is the DMD. This is one of the great things that is made possible by this Pin Event version 2 is these really nice, beautiful, dynamic DMD videos that can be played and run on your DMD screen. So let's go ahead and jump right in here, and we'll start playing. And you'll notice the stream feature that is coming out of the table here, to where the actual screen is being streamed onto the table. So one of the features of Pin Event, and geez, I didn't play well there, but that's to be said. Just about every single stream I play. But it's able to actually stream it directly to the table. And so there's some tables that take a better advantage of it than others. In most of the tables, I have to disable it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Just dying. Mike, what's going on, man? Just showing off a little bit of the new blue and pink Pin Event version 2 here. Talking about the event that happened earlier with Zen and the table they were doing as well. Kind of excited about the new IP. Not as excited about the re-releases of the Williams, but you know, I bought all the ones they sent out first, so I'm sure I'm gonna buy these as well. Well, that was just not exciting, guys. I completely choked there. But as you can see, these all have got please tell me it's not 4 guides to install. Yeah, I will say that. So Mike actually brings up a really good point. The Pin Event version 2 installation and setup does require a little bit of reading and going through the guides. The guides are well written, but there are several different guides for tables and so forth. But once you've got the Pin Event version 2 going in, I had this table installed. I had to read 2 lines off the guide. The guide, you know, it basically was a rinse and repeat of the other stuff. And you just really needed to know where you put the scripting files and things like that. And again, 5-10 minutes I had this table up and running. So once you get through, if you've done it for Sonic, getting into blue and pink and getting this up and running is going to happen really quick. But like I said, the SSF on this is phenomenal. the puff stream to the table is really good, and I think we saw that on some of the other versions of Blue and Pink. I think the last I think Pin Event version 1.1 had this in the table, but you never had it on the DMD. And to really have this dynamic across all the screens is, I mean, that's what I'm looking for. I want a beautiful table and a fun gaming experience, and this delivers. So I'm really enjoying it. Kind of haven't played it a lot, but to know where the balls are going to pop out, but that's okay. Yeah, Terry does phenomenal work, and I don't know how long he was working on this update, if this was his guide table, but quite honestly, from the time that he released Sonic last week, the Sonic Pinball Mania, which we're going to pull up here in a few minutes, to this week, just a week later, is pretty quick turn time. So if he can get his updates out, I'm excited. There's only some really cool stuff that's going to be happening over the next week or so. All right, there it is. Blue versus Pink, updated for Pin Event version 2. Let's move on to our next big original release. Yesterday, Virtual Pinball Workshop. VPW released their first original, and this is Blood Machines, guys and girls. Blood Machines. This is a fantastic table. I have not gotten through all the modes yet, but I've played it enough to appreciate what it is. Again, been busy with work and things like that, so haven't been able to put a ton of time into it, but enough time to actually give the table a run through, get a couple of multi-ball modes going, and so forth. So this is a 100% custom table or original table, hand-drawn artwork, custom scripting. Everything is done from the ground up. It's got the Flex DMD, and everybody's going to say, well, why Flex DMD? Well, if you kind of watched the launch and release of this table, you'll know that the art choice for the DMD was by design. They definitely wanted to make sure this is this. Yeah, so let's jump right into this. The other thing to note is that while this does not require you to purchase the original soundtrack, you will note that I do have the original soundtrack running here. And that having that original soundtrack in the background is really cool. And so if you really want to support the creators of this table and the guys over at VPW who have done a lot of really good things for the community in general, consider spending the $5.50, whatever it is, to purchase this original soundtrack. And you get the original soundtrack, a little bit of custom artwork, but it really adds some depth to the tables and the table modes as you play through them. The sounds are just really great. And I actually need to turn the volume up on it, but that's okay. When I'm not pumping this through a stream or through my headset, it actually plays and sounds really nice through my back box speakers. Like I said, I don't know that I'm going to spend a ton of time on this because there have been several videos that have come out recently on this. Endless One Up, what's going on, Dan? Good to see you. Hollywood Polo, how you doing, my friend? Got home a little early today and thought I'd do a quick pinball roundup since it's been a couple weeks since I've been able to do this, and just highlighting a couple of the new tables that have come out the last couple of weeks. What was it they called? It was like the ball sack. They called that thing up there in between the loops. I forget what they call it. Something like the mothership ball sack or something like that. Whatever it was when they were debuting this made me crack up when they said what it was. I was watching Astro Nicey's stream when he revealed this. And like I said, I mean, this table is just freaking beautiful, guys. All of this is hand-drawn artwork. Astro Nicey did a fantastic job with the art. both this and the DMD backgrounds, I think he did as well. But man, it just blows me away when I think of the talent that is in this community, and the way they're able to share it with us in this medium is just it's phenomenal. Makes me very happy to be a part of this community. It's really cool stuff. You know, I love seeing mods and things like that, but this use of IP that they worked with the director of the movie to put out. I mean, it's just gorgeous, guys. I can't say enough about it. Hollywood Polo, I'm doing great, man. Good to see you. Like I said, I'm only going to throw a couple balls at these tables each. They all deserve a little bit more of a highlight. But again, it's when you're only dealing with a few hours a week to be able to present and show them off. I'm hoping that you guys enjoy this content. Because like I said, I enjoy making it, but it's really just to raise awareness to these tables and the creators, to give them a little bit of extra recognition from my point of view. I know they get it from a lot of people, but I just like to throw in my 2 cents. And again, full SSF, the newest physics, it just top to bottom. It's just great experience, this table, guys. And again, I'm not really shooting modes at the moment. I could probably spend or focus a little more effort on starting modes and getting the mode completions running, but like I said, just want to show it off real quickly here. There we go. Yeah, all right. And that was Blood Machines. Check it out. Okay, I guess before we start this table, I should kind of put in a little caveat. Let's see. Hey guys, how's you doing? Hey Jason Corbin, good to see you. I passed you on Baywatch. Hollywood Polo, you probably did, man. I have not played much on the Baywatch table. I hope to get it a little bit, maybe tonight or tomorrow, but definitely put in some effort. I think I've only flipped one set of 3 balls on that table so far, so that was my first score, and I posted it. But you know, that's okay. Before I start Mickey here, I do want to make sure that I am. Apparently, people were offended by this table. I'm not really sure why, but I just want to be clear that this table is what it is, right? It's not. I don't know. Enjoy what it is, guys, because that's what it is. Uh-oh, looks like my back glass is stuck. That's fun. Great part about this table is the DMD video and the table audio. So you can see the DMD is playing the actual Steamboat Willie cartoon, but the audio that's coming is not actually coming from that video. It's actually just happens to be that it is as close to as possibly synced as it can be, but it's actually the table audio that is playing through that video. So you're not going to be able to see my score here because the back glass seems to have locked itself up for some reason. But I am going to go ahead and at least play the table for a couple balls here and show you what it's like. It is obviously an old EM style table. Trying to again hit your targets and get that loop there in the upper left hand or upper right hand corner that I just went through, except you want to do that once you've got both the external targets lit, and you can get some halfway decent scoring happening there. But again, looking at this table and what it is, and the artwork, the design, it's a pretty table, and it's a very great homage to this classic Disney cartoon that came out. And I'm, like I said, I don't know what the whole controversy was, why it got pulled off of one side or the other, but bottom line, I enjoyed it. It's fun. I got it before it was either taken down or modified or whatever. So this is this is really the author's original release and original vision, and I'm glad I get to keep it before it was changed. But like I said, the other cool part is the first time I loaded this up, I literally just sat here and watched the cartoon. I didn't play a single ball until I watched that entire cartoon. But see, now I've got that light lit. Oh, and of course now I drained. Bummer. Oh, wow. All right. And like I said, table artwork and design just are so well done for this era of cartoon and what it's trying to represent and be is really cool. It's not the most exciting gameplay in the world, but it certainly, like I said, if you are a fan of the old Disney cartoons, you'll get a kick out of having this, and at the very least, you can just have a good time watching the cartoon. I think I made reference in the Discord yesterday. I was joking around. At the end of this cartoon is Mickey is having to peel potatoes, and there's a little parrot in the porthole of the ship mocking him and squawking, and he throws a potato at the parrot, and the parrot falls into the ocean, and that's about the end of the cartoon. But I was like, well, if there's animal cruelty, I guess that was the animal cruelty. But yeah. And again, apologize for the DMD lockup there, guys. Not sure what caused that. Haven't seen that actually at all over the last couple days, but it happens. It's digital software. Sometimes things don't work well. All right. There's Mickey. Let's see if it actually goes away or not. Well, I can quickly kill my system real quick and reboot it. Only takes a second. Again, all mouse and keyboard functions I have tied to the control deck, so only takes a second to jump back and get us right back where we were at. No issues, right? No problem. Thanks for stopping by, Jason. Appreciate it. Mad Dads, good to see you, my man. All right, so I mentioned the other Pin Event version 2, and so I think I showed this off when it originally released on the 1.0 version. I think I also showed it off on the 1.1 version, but now it is fully released with all its glory in Pin Event 2, and it's just fantastic, guys. The new DMD and everything else. It used to be on the back glass, or portions of it used to be on the back glass, and I had a little animated DMD that was running, that was being mirrored from Future Pinball. But I mean, you can only do so much with that. But with this pup DMD and the pup streaming and all the rest of that, it takes these Future Pinball tables to the next level, and it's really awesome. So you can see the last game score there on the DMD, and it's just got this great animations. All of the stuff that is there kind of tells you which mode you're going through while the score is counting, and all the rest of that. Again, full pup or full DOF and SSF support. Came through with it, and I think he actually slowed the ball down a little bit, which made it a little bit easier to control and move the ball where you want to, which I'm all for. Just makes the games a little bit longer. But again, the overall gameplay hasn't changed a ton. It's the same thing that we had before. Let's see here. Bowling night, 3 more weeks. Yep. Mike's going to go bowling and hopefully score another 300. Good luck, man. We choked this third and we're out. Oh, okay. Well, good luck, I guess. Try not to choke again. But yeah, like I said, this one really had a big upgrade, and Terry just did a fantastic job in a short period of time bringing this Pup DMD to life and really taking what he had coming from Future Pinball and what was available there and really taking his Pin Event 2 engine and turning it into you know, top-notch quality, guys. I mean, some of the Future Pinball tables you see out there, they're okay. Some are a lot better than others, but you just can't imagine, or you wouldn't imagine that a table of this quality can come from Future Pinball. And the reality is that some of the best tables I've played are coming out of Future Pinball these days, and it's a really cool thing to see these things coming back and oh, getting played. Damn it. choke. All right. So what did you guys think in the chat of the FX announcement with regards to the World War Z table? Is that something you guys are interested in? Are you going to buy that table? Is it a pass for you? You're not interested in the IP? What are your thoughts? Like I said at the beginning of the stream, I had never played World War Z as a video game until I got Xbox Game Pass for PC, and now that I've got it and played it, I was impressed. I had a good time going through on a single multiplayer, one of the easier missions in the mall, and you know, just trying to do a little zombie, you know, World War Z end of the world thing. And there's a couple modes in there where you're standing in front of the entrance to the mall, and the steel gate is down, and you can see outside, and just thousands and thousands of zombies are charging at the gate, and it's pretty cool. Definitely gave you that oh shit moment. So I'm excited to see what they can do with it on pinball. More tables is a good thing. I'll snag it. It looks okay for $6. Yeah, I mean, like I said, the pricing has definitely gone up when it comes to FX. So if you're going to be moving on to that platform, expect to pay more. It's, you know, I think they're I can't necessarily comment too much on what they've done as far as graphic enhancements for some of the older tables, but the newer tables, the DMDs they're working on, they're putting more effort into the overall tables. So, you know, are they worth it? It's going to be up to everyone, right? You know, I mean, what's worth it to me may not be worth it to you, and you know, I think that is with anything, right? Something it's value is always in the eye of the user, and whether or not it makes sense to you, or and whether or not you want to do it is really kind of your own personal opinion. And we should respect each other's opinions, guys. Because we all come from different backgrounds and different situations, but we all have the love of games and gaming. So it's you know, it's okay to disagree with somebody's opinion, but respect the fact that it is their opinion, and they're entitled to it. So I'll get off my soapbox when it comes to that. Not gonna get it. Trying to get the ball lock. I can start a multi-ball here, hopefully. Come on, man. This table is so great. I just love the sounds and everything about it. There we go. All right. Now I think I just have to hit it up into the mode area, and we'll be able to start the multi-ball. That means I gotta get it out of this lower section. Come on, man. Oh. That was my chance and I blew it. Blew it! Blew it, guys! Blew it! Blade for Blood Machines. We don't actually get money for the soundtrack. Goes to Carpenter Brute. Only with Sport BTW is with merch. Okay, thank Mazda. That's good information. So if you are wanting to support the VPW team, which I am a big fan of doing so, and I actually was not aware that the soundtrack was only going to the author, which is fine, totally okay. But if you want to support the VPW team, let's head over to their merch store, and I will put a link to that once I actually find it in this video. So thank you for clearing that up. Let's see, Jason not impressed with Sonic or World War Z? World War Z. I think Sonic is cool. We'll grab it soon. Awesome. Okay. Well, and again, like I said, it's kind of to each his own, right? And who wants to whether you're really into one particular IP or not is really going to be kind of telling on how it is. Haunt Freaks, Slayer. I think it was Friday of last week, maybe Friday or Saturday of last week. Released this Slayer table. I have not always been a huge Slayer fan. I think I was more of a Slayer fan in junior high and some of their original stuff. Some of the stuff that came out as I got into high school was not as appealing to me, but this table is really awesome. And I think in general, it came out really well. I forget which... and I guess I didn't select... I guess I didn't select the music before I started it. Interesting. There it goes. Yeah. So I guess you can magna save and to select your music before you plunge, or it auto picks for you. Either way, like I said, this is a really cool table. It's got this awesome little skull up here in the corner, and this upper shot. Jeez Louise, guys! Oh my gosh, not doing great. I want to grab Sonic, but worry about all the updates you need to do with it. I always just get scared when. Yeah, Jason. I feel you. There is a lot of reading to do with it. Once you actually get into the systems and you get them all updated, or as you get through the updating, it's not that challenging. It really is. Follow the steps. If you follow the steps and you don't skip lines in the directions, you will get it set up. Terry does a fantastic job of writing those guides so that anyone can follow them no matter where you are in the process. If you have already done some of the steps, you can move past them. Just remember, do them so that you do. I said do. Oh, I've never done that before. Awesome. I finally got that save flipper to actually work. But as long as... Oh, I did it again! Woo! This is fun. Alright, I'm having fun again. Sorry. I've tried to make that work and have not been able to do it, and I've now been able to do it twice. Sorry, but as long as you follow the instructions very carefully and don't skip steps, you will get it installed. And it is... The table is absolutely worth it, as I've just shown. And, now that there is a second table, blue and pink, yes. See, it's the left one I think doesn't work as well. I think maybe there needs to be some work on that left flipper. But either way. Yeah, just in general, and actually VPX, it's the updates for VPX are much easier than the future pinball. The future pinball updates and getting BAM and all the other aspects of future pinball up and running is a little more complex than with VPX. But either way, neither of them, doing any of the updates is never fun. So that's Slayer, Haunt Freaks. Thank you very much. Great table. Um, Woody Woodpecker. So this is just kind of a nifty little table. I'm not a huge fan of the table, the gameplay, but I love the song, the space woodpecker song that plays during this table. Um, Definitely had me playing this table longer than I would
Hey
have
man,
otherwise.
watch out! It's a woodpecker from space.
Woodpecker from space. Like I said, it just makes me giggle. And I'm not going to talk much, just because, like I said, the best part is the soundtrack. It is so cool. But honestly, though, the artwork is fantastic. This table, I mean, the wood grain effect that they put in place, the ball physics, everything is really good about the table. So don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking the table in any way, shape, or form. But this song it's great. It's fantastic. It's got the right amount of cheese to it and everything. And I'd honestly, haven't watched Woody Woodpecker in years, but if there was a cartoon and where this came from, that's it's just awesome. There we go, rollovers, rollovers again. Oh, all right. So far, I'm good. As long as the tables I work on, I'm fine. I installed VPX for the first time about a year ago. I'm pretty sure a lot is wrong with my install, but I keep duplicating in my other systems, just not to start all over again. Mazda, if you've watched my this is how I do it. I do things totally different and weird and off. It works for me. I don't have any problems with it. I'm sure that there are much better ways to do things, but like I said, it's how I do things, and um, as long as it works and you're happy with it, it's the right way for you. So keep it up, man. Good job. Woodpecker from space, yeah, woo! Seriously, guys, this song is awesome. I love it. um, all right, so let's talk about updates, and I'm a little bit sensitive to this subject because I've seen a couple of posts. So these next three tables, these are all minor tweak updates to some already released and established good tables. Um, you're going to see the reason it's in my newly added playlist is because I added these as new tables. I didn't overwrite or delete my old versions. I upgraded them. Some of the tables that have been coming out have been suspect on how much has actually been added to the table and what's going on. I'm not gonna pound or beat on anybody. I know that's kind of been insinuated somewhere in Facebooks and some forums and things like that. But the reality is somebody's putting effort into making tweaks and releasing these updates. And if you don't like them, don't install them, guys. It's that simple. I always give them a chance. And in the case of these three particular tables, um, I chose to not upgrade or install over. I installed also because they play a little bit different. They have got better sounds, different physics, and again, I've mentioned this on several streams. Just because the physics is different doesn't make it bad. And so, like I said, I have kept my originals on some of these tables. Um, and just added this updated version with different sounds and physics. Um, so we'll go ahead and play a couple balls on each of these. But bottom line, I just love I love having the option of these updates. Jason Corbin, Meatball Saucy, how many tables do you have? I was trying to download each table that comes out, but then I felt like I was spending more time downloading games than actually playing. It's hard. Jason Corbin, I have probably somewhere around 1900, 2000 tables between all of the emulators. Um, I am very, very much so into the fact that yes, you can spend a lot of time downloading. Yes, you can spend a lot of time updating and putting in the new hotness and all this and that. But I also play. I make a concerted effort to sit down and pick a letter of the alphabet and play a couple tables on that every single day if I can. Doesn't happen every day, but when I've got some free time and life permits, I'm in. And you know, I do these little roundups just to show what comes out and what the newest things look like. But the reality is I've got, you know, I've got a lot of tables and I play them all, and they're not all modern. There are several electromagnetic tables that I'm really big into. A lot of the tables that have the scoring or the high score posted as a post-it note in the lower right-hand corner are extremely hard to post scores for. And I find myself spending 2 and 3 hours trying to just to get my name on one of those post-its, right? Because I'm a high score chaser, right? I want to have high scores and go after those high scores. Little Deadpool multi-ball. Like I said, the physics and the sound, they're different, and I played both versions of this table for 45 minutes. I couldn't decide whether or not I wanted to replace my old version with the new version, or keep them both, or not keep either, or not keep the new one. And after about 45 minutes of going back and forth, I decided, yes, with this one I'm going to keep it. It was enough of a difference that it made the two feel different. I've never played Big Bang Bar. Might be cool to try that one day. Yeah, actually, so that's actually a really fun game, and we're gonna play it here in a couple minutes. But I will tell you, so when that update came out, like I said, I play them, right? I play the update, I play the original, I make a decision. Sometimes that decision is I don't keep the original. And the first revision of Big Bang Bar that came out, while I liked the physics, it didn't have the blacklight, and the blacklight was really important to me. It makes that table, and as far as I was concerned, it broke it for Big Bang Bar, not having the blacklight mode. And you know, the physics are different. Again, not bad, just different. And so it's a little bit harder, and that's why I actually ended up keeping the second version that came out a couple days later, because he got the blacklight working, and it actually was harder. It was harder to hit some loops and shots than it was with the original version. So I kept both versions, but that one was one that I originally said, yeah, no thanks. And I'll give you an example of one that I did end up with a no thanks on the update, and that one was Tom and Jerry. So he originally released it as a table only, and now he's released it again as a diff file that you have to then patch and make your own table. But either way, for some reason, when you patch the file, the rollover targets don't work properly. And I am a big fan of being able to control your rollovers, especially when they are how you score or up the table multiplier. If you can't control those lights, you can see how at the top there I can control the light and which one's going to light. If the table is designed for that control and it doesn't work, you've broken the game. And so Tom and Jerry is one that, quite frankly, I've just passed on. There was also a couple things with sound that were just off and didn't quite, even though it had the newest updated sound, it the I don't know what it was. The ball just sounded like a bowling ball rolling down instead of a pinball rolling around on wood. It just wasn't right for me. So like I said, that's one I specifically passed on. Oh, whoops. Wasn't watching. Let's see here.
Duty calls. Oh,
I never played Big Bang Bear. Yeah, all right.
Thanks, coronavirus.
So same thing. I'm not actually going to jump in and play Medieval Madness here. The differences are not substantial, guys. They're really not. There's a difference in physics and lighting and things like that. You've got the different lighting effects that you can turn on and so forth. But like I said, the big deal with this Big Bang, I will play this one, was because it didn't have the blacklight. And the whole blacklight mode, to me, once you hit the two little bumpers next to the ramps to turn it on, that's Big Bang Bar. I mean, that's what it is to play this game. So not having it was just kind of, I don't know, it was wrong. And so I chose not to, but then I saw a day later or 2 days later, he re-released the table and said, here you go. Here's the update, and I've restored the blacklight. And so I went, okay, sweet. And again, I played them both again, and sure enough, like I said, physics were different and pretty hard. It actually makes it a lot harder to hit some of the loops. I think that might be his point of view. Z-scale is a little bit different than the original one, so it does actually change the way you hit the targets. But let me see if I can at least get the black light rolling for you guys. Of course, when I try, it won't work, but and it is per ball, so you got to hit the two green targets to the left and the right side of the dancer loop there at the top, or on the left-hand side, in order to turn on the what is it, the VIP room or whatever, to be able to get the dance. Oh, jeez, really? Come on, man. We need a peacemaker table. You damn right, Robert Bowling. That would be awesome. Even if it just looped the intro song over and over and over again, I'd be all for it. Old school EM style, playing that intro music would just be bitchin'. Really? No ball save? That was straight to the outline. All right. Like I said, when I play this, the other version of this, it is a little bit easier. This ball seems to drop a lot faster. There we go. Both lights. And so this is the black light mode. And once you've got the black light mode, the dancer at the top starts to dance, and then you got to try to hit it up that ramp to score the backroom bonus, but didn't quite do that. We need your top 20 or something like that. Also, thanks for the help you share with the community. You are here at us all. Hey, Jason, I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't even know if I have a top 20 list. That's really hard. I know I've got a couple of like really big favorites that I always go to. Attack from Mars is one of them that I love playing on a couple of tables. So I'm not going to warn you. There might be some nudity here, but I'm not very good, and quite frankly, I probably doubt we'll see that on stream, but we'll see. The idea with this table is that you score well enough with the cards and knock down the drop targets, and it triggers the stripper that you pick to take off their clothes. But quite frankly, I'm not able to do it ever. It's a great table, well designed. And again, making really good use of the stream function here, so that you've got it showing up on the table, and it's really cool. So, like I said, you kind of start the table. You can flip female, male strippers, whatever. We'll start with the Hawaiian. There we go. Yeah, Mark, I don't have so many. We have so many tables on the bench, it's hard to know if we'll ever have time to make Peacemaker. I would love to have Peacemaker. Make it happen, Mazda, please. Please. I'll order a case of t-shirts. I could give you a top 500, maybe. Yeah, no kidding, Hollywood. It's like I said, it's one of those things that being able to pick your favorite table is really a hard thing. But like I said, I have some go-tos. I do really enjoy Attack from Mars. I play it on FX, I play it on FX3, and I play it on VPX. I don't believe I have a future pinball version of it. If there is one, maybe I'll go looking for a future pinball, because that's one table that I really wouldn't mind trying just across the board on all different formats. But like I said, you can see I really suck at this table. That's why I didn't put a viewer discretion warning, because I'm not good enough to actually make this so that it's got so that we'd actually have some boobies. But you can see there, yeah, there she goes. Like I said, I'm gonna drain out before anything. That was that very first video, the teaser video, where she just kind of shakes it for a second, and that's about it. No. Oh, hey, look, I got a video. Got a video rolling. Ah. Yep, and like I said, no chance on that one. Just play the penthouse with Putback. Okay. Okay, so actually I kicked off last week with Scoby Doo, and I'm going to finish this week off with Scoby Doo as well, because they actually did just do a cool sound update. I'm not going to spend a ton of time on it, but you're going to hear it here as soon as the table loads up. It's got all kinds of cool new sounds that were thrown into the table with different triggers. The modes were completed and finished. Just in general, this table is much more complete. So the update today was a true update from the original author, just getting the modes working and finished off. And again, like I said, it's this is the mod of Wrath of Olympus, JP's Wrath of Olympus, but the sounds and the table art and everything, the updates, I think just make this a fun table. And of course now, like I said, with all the sounds and the modes updated with Scoby, it's just really cool. Still can't get to the upper playfield, but can't do it in Wrath of Olympus either. Jeez. Retro Arcade Music Man. I used to play that last table. Love it. I have never even seen that last table in real life. Obviously, you probably would have had to have gone to an adult arcade to even see it. So it's not something that I was probably old enough to attend at the time when it was actually out. So never seen that for real in the wild. And it's certainly not something they put at the family arcade, the pinball museum we have now. I wonder if it's something maybe they even have in the back room. Who knows? Who knows? Zero monsters captured. Yep. Didn't have a good run. But again, like I said, this is not... I am not good at this table.
Good boy, Scooby. I wonder what's in here.
But since we're talking about Wrath of Olympus, I did want to bring up the VPX tournament that on the last stream I promised was going to happen last weekend. I have done a little bit of rethinking, and Marty over at Game Club Central made a really good point about the tournaments and the number of activities that the community puts together. And I have decided that I think there's probably too many tournaments at this point going forward. So I'm not going to be running that monthly tournament. And I know people really had a good time. I had a good time. I just don't want anybody to feel burned out or obligated to play in a tournament just because it's being run by a friend or a member of the community. It's not something I want to. Not something I really want to project to the community. I want people to play. I want to promote things, and I want to have people have fun. I don't want people to feel like they're obligated to do something. And so that's why I've made the decision that I'm probably not going to be doing the VPX monthly tournament going forward. So I apologize, those of you that enjoyed it. And maybe down the road, if things cool down and people aren't having tournaments every day of the week and activities every day of the week, and there's a real demand for getting some more activity and or actions planned, I may rethink that and look forward. But as it stands right now, I'm definitely going to be canceling those. So that brings us to the end of our tables for today. Do you guys have any questions real quick before I sign off? Let's see here. The pup on this Deadpool table. Robert, yeah, the Deadpool pup pack is awesome. They did a really good job. I was really hoping that we would see Hawkeye's Fire release today, or maybe we'll see it tomorrow or this weekend. But I saw the debut of that earlier this week and was really excited about that one. Who knows? Maybe we'll get it this week. Maybe we won't. But either way, the pup packs and the activities that are associated with putting those together, it's a lot of work to get those things done and put together. But okay, I don't see any additional questions. I bought an At Games Legends pinball. I want to hook it up right though with the computer. Yep, Retro Arcade Music Man. This is what you are watching is running off of Legends Pinball. So this is my only VPin cabinet. I do have the PC inside, and I do have it modified. I have the stock back box. I didn't buy this. I did a self modification. I've got the stock back glass. I do have an 8-inch DMD tablet inside. Or I guess it's not a tablet, it's just an 8-inch screen, as well as the 15-inch topper display, all fitting in the stock back box. So I've got the topper, DMD, back glass, and table, all running that you can see here. And then I do have everything set to load and play dynamically, so each screen is customized individually. All of these were done one at a time, so you see topper videos and things like that. Even tables that don't have stock pup packs, I've built pup packs on top of them so that I can have the dynamic loading screens. You'll see here, at this point, this is just a background for the topper. The DMD is the emulator basic. The back glass is a recording. Table plays. When the table loads up, you've got dynamic topper, back glass, DMD, table. So those are just things that I like to have as part of my setup and what I want to have. Again, there are much easier and different ways to do things, but because I have added each one of these tables one at a time, I take the time for each table to make it look and feel and play the way I want it to play and look. And so, yeah, that's just kind of how I do things. What are the specs on my PC? Honestly, I don't remember. It's a really old PC that I have repurposed. I do know that I am running a GTX 980. It's like a WindForce GTX 980 from MSI. So it's not like your super high-end card. It was a super high-end card 7, 8 years ago, but not today. And it does not handle 1080p really well. It handles the playfield at 1080p, but if it's doing the playfield and the other 3 displays, it doesn't handle those. And so I actually take all of my packs and I download them, and I down res them either to 720 or 540, just to keep the load on the PC a little bit lighter. I don't need to have those videos that are playing on an 8-inch or a 15-inch screen running in 1080p when they're that far away, and 540 and even 720 looks just fine. So, okay. I appreciate you all dropping by today. Try to do this a little more regularly, but again, no promises. And if I miss something, I will catch you up. So, you all have a great rest of your week and weekend, and we'll see you in the community. Take care. Bye.